Hey everybody, I'm Griffin, this is Theta, and we're here for another Stone-Faced Reactions. We're watching more Gundam, Iron-Blooded Orphans, and it's fight time! We got pirates, we got danger, everyone's gonna die, especially the kid on a leash.
Seems that way. I mean, it'd be a very novel approach. Sorry, I'm just thinking of there was one of my favorite Star Trek novels is Best Destiny. It's literally a science ship being towed behind a pirate vessel that they think that they've killed everybody on board, and them trying to fight back from the deep holes of the ship. It's a great novel,
Oh,
but it's just reminded me of that. It's literally a Gundam pulling like a science pod behind it.
that does sound like a fun, kind of premise.
Yeah, it's very MacGyver meets Star Trek.
hmm Yeah, because Star Trek is always, like, a little bit light on trying to blow everyone up.
Well, it's a original series episode with like a child Kirk, not child, like a teenager Kirk. So,
Oh, okay, so they have Kirk on it, so everyone's dead. Got it, okay.
well, the shit that they do is more on the part. No, it's not like techno babble, right? It's like, okay,
Yeah.
we're gonna swing the ship around and throw all the junk all the trash in the hull outside so that it hits them moving at speed, since inertia isn't going to decrease and they don't have their shields up because they think we're all dead in here. It's all that kind of stuff. Not like we're gonna rearrange the transporter beam to do this or that. It's
We're gonna
actual
reverse the
science.
polarity, and...
Yeah, it's mostly all actual science. We're gonna use inertia to take these assholes out because they think we're all dead and they don't have their shields up.
Right. In this series, though, there are no shields. Instead, people just get hit by giant melee weapons, because that seems to be the theme here.
Well, no. Anybody not on the protagonist side gets hit by giant melee weapons.
Oh, true. So let's see. So you got any other thoughts about the episode upcoming?
I think we discussed most of it in the end of last episode, but
hmm
yeah, I mean, we're predicting somebody might die.
We're hoping someone might die. But we also have a whole bunch of comments here. Let's go through them and see what we got.
Why don't you take the first one?
Sure. This is from Killian. To my understanding, Gallarhorn is like a mediator between the four economic blocks that run the planets. Tawaz has ties to one of the economic blocks, and because they are also facilitated in the outer spheres of Jupiter, the reach of Gallarhorn doesn't extend far enough to directly interfere with Tawaz. Tawaz is also large enough to act legitimately despite having a mafia underbelly. They are basically an organization too big to break, even if Gallarhorn wanted to, and because of this, they tend to keep their distance to maintain an air of peace as long as they back off each other. Yeah, that actually seems about accurate. It fits like what we remember from Gallarhorn being the thing that happens to the four economic blocks back on Earth, and the Gallarhorn people have even talked about like not wanting to go to Jupiter.
And
So
you
yeah.
didn't say that was posted by Killian.
Oh, I thought I led with that. My
No,
bad.
you said, to my understanding, you started off with the comment.
Oh, maybe you just didn't catch that. Whoops. Okay, but yeah, Killian said that.
Oh, don't you put this on me. I will come back at you with an edit that will make you look stupid.
Hey, new microphone. Who this? Anyway, so yeah, this seems kind of like definitely very succinctly explain like what's happening here with the political situation, which is kind of like the groundwork for everything else that's happening. It's not necessarily immediately affecting everyone, but its existence is pushing everyone in certain directions.
I mean, it also denotes a marked line between who operates where. Like, if Earth is the center of Galahorn authority, then Jupiter obviously is the edge of their. I guess they must have some sort of base for fuel and whatnot,
Mhm.
or I don't know. This is so far out there in sci-fi fantasy range. They could have engines that are powered forever, for all I know.
Right, yeah. Basically, I'm expecting, like, things only matter when they become plot relevant, but, yeah, that's fine. Still, it's going to be interesting now that, like, the kids are a part of Tawaz, what's going to happen now that they're all heading to the inner, system again. is there going to suddenly be a conflict between Tewas? Wait, no, that's actually was the point of the whole episode that we watched, where Kudelia is like, wait a second, I'm going to start a war if I do this? Like, yeah, you sure are. So there we go, I caught up on the series.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's the whole political manifestations and why I thought she was a clone.
Mm-hmm. Let's do the next comment. Up to you.
Alright, another one from Salik Smith. The thing is, this is a series that takes its time to build up for the deaths that are going to come. But you, man, you have to be patient. You can't expect big deaths in episode 7 when you have that in episode 1 and 2 already. So once again, getting slapped around in the comments, as I always am.
How dare you, Sid? How dare? But yeah, I think we actually talked about that at the end of last time. Like, the last time people died was in episode 1 and 2. We didn't explicitly know who they were because we just started the series, but the main characters know it happened and cared about it happening. And now we've been having the build-up and the themes and the messages from home and the stories about their families and how terrible their lives have been. So yeah, they are definitely building, like, for us to care about them, but they keep teasing us meanwhile.
Shaking my head no. Disagree.
That's fair.
The deaths in 1 and 2 happened to nobodies. They happen to people we don't know about and have no ties to. Those aren't emotional deaths. Do you know who died in episode 2? Who I had a tie to? One of the antagonists. Which means that the protagonists have still suffered no real deaths that we have to worry about or have cares about. I care about Clank because he was a cool character. That's it.
Right. You lost your favorite immediately.
Yeah. So, no big deaths. I'm going to circle the words big deaths because those are the
main
ones that matter.
Main cast protagonist deaths.
Right, which we've seen none of. Even when they were put in the most precarious situation, like, we have a transport ship, and here's 3 Gundams all around, not Gundams, 3 mobile suits all around it with guns pointed at it. Easily escaped.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, if people keep saying that it's gonna happen, it's coming, can't wait.
Yeah, I'm just, again, the examples are always pointing back to things that didn't happen. So it's like, if you're gonna make me the heel, I'm gonna keep being the heel. Nothing has happened to my expectation.
Just wait until this next comment. Let me go and read this one. From Androius. Mobile workers indeed can use the AV system as established in episode 1. The mustache guy seemed to forget about it. Also, Baruba is the CGS boss who ran away in episode 1 before the Orphans changed his company to Tekiden, while the cowboy dude is a new character that will be introduced next episode. So that was one from a little bit ago. And yeah, we did get introduced to our cowboy finally. We're so excited.
Well,
but yeah,
on you. I didn't forget anything. I, in fact, didn't know.
There's a difference.
I'm gonna shave the mustache and just make everybody fucking confused. How am I gonna describe him now? Guy with the microphone on the left or the right?
But yeah, I don't think I ever forgot about, like, Maruba's existence. I just forgot about his name for sure. But yeah, he's been resolved now. He's out of the way. He definitely is never coming back to the plot.
Well, you did forget about him stuffing money into a briefcase and running away in the first episode.
No, I thought I kept pointing that out.
I don't know. I keep having to point out to you what he did in first episode. But we've done that over a couple of episodes now because he's shown up twice.
Mm-hmm. Right. But this is still all good information, good stuff to clarify, and yeah. So, we got our episode now to look forward to. We got a whole bunch of pirate action, and, well, this should be fun to watch.
Yes, and I look forward to arguing with you guys more in the comments, where I will always be right and you will always be wrong.
You remember, hate mustache guy.
Oh yeah, that'll be our new logo. Some sort of weird Dr. Disrespect ripoff.
Mustache guy and lack of facial expression, man.
Who's in that mobile suit? Did you see where he came from?
No.
Mobile suit?
Can't be.
It's a Gundam.
Pedro.
Come with me.
it together, we can avenge his death!
Roger.
Space grenades.
So they use smoke screens, huh?
I've got a clear shot at you now!
That reaction time. No way.
He must be a new type.
Yeah, right. I was even looking at the sensors.
Oh, and they just hinted that they got AV systems too, which makes sense.
Oh, right. Yeah,
Watch
shit,
out.
I forgot that.
He's gonna be okay. We gotta go.
I'm sorry. Think this was over? Cause we're just getting started!
Damn, we got new ones on our tail.
Hold on tight, Takaki.
Yes, sir!
Okay.
You guys stay where you are!
Not exactly the kind of body I'd think when I think Space Pirate.
That sounds like the voice actor that
Suits are
does
sure covered in
Boogie the
some tough
Clown
armor,
in
but I can't
One
let him get
Piece.
to Akihiro.
Come on!
I wouldn't know
What
actually,
are those rats
unfortunately.
doing out there? It's time for you guys to do your job, understand?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I don't know.
Alright,
Never
then.
mind. It has the
I'll
same
take on this
inflection,
one.
but not the depth. Same voice depth.
It's useless.
At this distance, then... He's got some speed.
Space Hammer.
Kudal Kadel! Don't underestimate me or my Gushion's!
Is what now?
And the sword, hammer.
I've had enough. You're in my way.
Go on, Akihiro. Don't worry about me.
Don't say that!
It's fine. 5 days away
I've
from
got
retirement.
you
No! Takaki!
Oh damn, he's dead.
now. Okay. Take the hostage and fall back, Masahiro.
No, he's not dead. He's...
Akihiro, don't let them
Catch you.
Akihiro?
Give it back to me!
It can't be.
Now hurry it up, do you hear me? If you don't,
Are you... Akihiro? My brother?
Am I your brother? Wait a minute.
You get away from him!
Akihiro!
That you, Ozzy? Hold your fire!
Back up?
Wait, you know
Let
everybody?
him go. He comes with me.
You just recognize every name? What if that was a battle tactic, right? What if you were like... heard someone's name? Griffin, is that you?
Wait, what? Oh gosh, I got shot in the neck for that one.
This is hard to use.
My whole scare tactics method. I'm gonna run after somebody with a knife and I'm gonna say, stop! You're on scare tactics!
Great!
And stab them to death when they
The
look
way
at
I'll
the
be able to
cameras.
take him on with the fuel I've got left.
You're on candid camera stab.
How's Akihiro?
He's,
Huh?
Takaki, answer me! We're almost at the Isarimi! Alright? Takaki! Takaki!
Easy! Takaki!
Shut up, bride!
Oh, that is a lot of blood.
Bad! Takaki!
It looked like a lot of blood coming out, but it's not that much.
stopping the blood.
Doctor's coming from Nase's ship. Try and stabilize him.
How? We've never done this before. One of you needs to get the medical.
Oh gosh, yeah, it's just floating in 3D space too. Oh, that is the worst thing possible to clean too, now that I'm thinking about it.
We've made that joke before, though.
Oh, that was, they did it a second time.
Transfusion pack.
Like they were using
We need to
animation.
get the medical nanomachine ready. Hurry!
Oh, quit opening his jacket, you're just making him lose more blood.
Taki, good news, you survived. Bad news, never open your jacket.
Okay, so they made it a dangerous situation. They put the threat out there. That's good.
Sure. Main character's on die again. Got it.
Well,
Main character's immortal.
he's fine, boss.
Hey, look, thanks for the help today. I didn't know.
Interplanetary travel without a doctor aboard the ship? Sorry, but it seems to me that you're not doing your job.
Based on their AHAB reactor's frequency, they appear to be Rhodey frames.
You sure? I don't remember their suits being so round and cute.
Did you just call them cute?
What did you find
I
out
mean,
about
she's
the
right.
other one?
They look like
Well,
bulked up
I didn't have enough
Zaku's.
samples, so I wasn't able to find the closest match. But, from what I've got, it's most similar to the Barbatos?
Huh? They don't look anything alike.
If you're curious, you can look it up yourself. But all that matters right now is that we've just been challenged
She's doing
to
the
a
Orca
fight.
thing.
Literally telling the audience to go check the wiki.
Straight. You actually believe that it's wise to go up against our organization, right, Mr. Brooke Cabayan?
Don't think you can't be defeated.
God, that pig nose.
Has your back. They're not the only ones who've been growing more powerful. Surely you know that.
Just don't blame me if you're sorry later on. Jeez. That fat idiot sure has a big mouth. Huh?
Yeah.
So, any word on Takaki's condition? He's stable now. And thanks to Miss Stapleton, he should make a full recovery.
I told you she's a versatile woman.
Yeah.
Was there some kind of problem?
She told me it wasn't right to be up here without a doctor on board, and that I wasn't doing my damn job.
I don't disagree.
Anyway, those guys that attacked us.
He's at least taking the criticism well, jeez.
Basically, they're a bunch of pirates who are mostly active
I don't
along
know.
the routes between.
So he's taking criticism the way I take criticism. I repeat it to somebody else to see what their reaction is.
They were more interested in having us hand over Kudelia than anything else. In fact, they rather arrogantly told us that our lives would be spared if we let her come with them.
Can they do that? I mean, do they really have that kind of muscle?
They're certainly well known as being a militant organization. Of course, there's no way they could ever defeat Tewaz.
Which is why I can't understand how they think they can talk so tough this time. Maybe they've gotten more powerful support.
But how did they even know about Kudelia in the first place?
Good point. It sounds to me like there's a lot more behind this than we...
Well, I mean, Griffin does make the good point. Who told the pirates Kudelia was on those ships and coming this way?
That's what I said. Probably some fat guy who looks like Hitler.
You heard anything?
Well, I mean, that would have been hot or something.
I have. He's much more useful than I expected. In fact, he's located the whereabouts of Miss Bernstein.
Then I'll leave here at once. Then I can get my revenge.
Relax. Even if you left right now, I doubt that you'd make it. They're most likely on the move. Well, anyway, he asked me for some money. And said he'd use some pirates.
Seriously?
It would seem. Tekkadan's much farther than we had thought. Apparently, they're not flying on the Ariadne routes. Now they're surrounded by the silence of deep outer space. I say we sit back and let the rats clean the sewers.
They are taking the longest route to Earth, i.e. from Mars to Jupiter.
Look at the bigger picture.
Yup.
Now that we're back from Mars, things have become much clearer to me. Gallarhorn has quite an impressive reach, but it isn't in the remote spheres. And there are seeds of corruption, like coral.
Also, that joke that I made
inside.
back in
well, it's the current regime's fault
episode
if
2 or
that's
3.
what's going on.
I think it's true.
Yes.
His marriage to that 9-year-old
At the
girl is
same
a
time,
political one.
The supremacy of the regime that's in place now is also what's
they were
made
just talking about
Gallarhorn so
families.
strong. Nobody's trying to reform the inside.
Which is precisely why we need a chess piece to move. A powerful one that could shake up the regime.
And you think Kudelia might be just the pawn you're looking for, huh?
Here we go. This is some real Gundam right here. We're going to overthrow the current regime so that I can be in charge. And set in for phase 2. Oh, they're setting it up. It's great.
Hey, what about
This is the Gundam I came here for.
Didn't want any, remember?
You little...
It's delicious. Very nice.
Really?
Yes.
When we get married, I'll make it for you every day.
You can still change your mind. It'll be too late after the engagement party.
You are so immature. Every time somebody wants to marry you, you run off on one of your missions. Just stay out of this. Father doesn't know what to do with you anymore.
Hey, look, just leave me alone, all right?
You piece of crap! We finally got our hands on a hostage!
This is what he uses all of his roided up muscles for.
How did you let him escape? Huh? What the hell were you thinking? Oh, and then on top of everything else, you guys got your man roadies all beaten up out there. These mobile suits are a lot more expensive than you human debris. You know that, right? Let me hear your pitiful excuses. Come on, let's hear it. Sorry. What's that? You're gonna need to speak
I
up.
think human debris has to be like a real curse in the setting.
Okay, I'll be
I
right
mean,
there,
that's because they've been
Captain.
saying a lot recently, but
You
back when
space
my
rat.
guy heard
Learn some respect!
Maruba calling them human debris, he was like, "You said what now?"
Are you okay, Masahiro?
Yeah, I think they really just want to fast track like the angle they're going for.
Let him slip away. So I guess I'm the one who
I just
should
mean it
get
has
it.
precedent. Even
Oh yeah, right before he escaped.
one of these guys' brother, I
thought
can't
heard
remember
you
his name, was it
communicating with the
Akihiro?
pilot
I
for
think
a
his name
while.
was.
Yeah, I do think it's more
Called
for the
himself-
audience than anything.
Well, he called himself and all the people around him human
bastards.
debris in like the first episode.
Isn't here with us
Yep.
anymore.
I mean, that's why you have
No
child
matter what it
soldiers.
takes, I'll kill them. I swear it.
They're setting up to do a coup on their Maruba now. Jeez.
Hero, you can't start blaming yourself for what happened to Takagi. Understand? Because I'm the one who gave the order.
No, it's not that.
This doesn't seem like
Really saving on the animation.
Yeah, you're right.
If we put the camera at everyone's backs,
Or
no
human
mouth
debris
movement.
either. My younger brother was out there.
Your brother?
His name's Masahiro. We were separated when we were sold off as human debris. I promised I'd find him. But as the months turned into years, felt like he was already dead.
And then, you saw him?
Yeah. He was piloting the mobile suit that attacked Takaki. You know, I was really starting to have fun. Forming Tekiden with you guys and fighting together. Saying things like, for my friends. I even liked training hard with Lofter and the rest of them. But I was having such a good time that I forgot I was still trash.
I thought he was gonna say like I was having fun, and then I realized I was murdering people.
So because of if Tekiden being fun was the cause of so much pain, then I'm not doing my job as your boss.
Hey, wait! That's not what I meant.
It's all
When
right.
was Tekiden fun?
I'll take full responsibility for your brother Masahiro too.
Hold on, what are you talking
I look at it this way. He never wanted to be an enemy of ours in the first place, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, well, if you're saying he's your brother, as far as I'm concerned, he's a brother of Tekiden too. Guys, you with me?
Of course we are.
They're about to do something risky and suicidal.
You called us in here?
Good. Biscuits.
He's right.
Little,
I think we should all
little
take some
smile.
responsibility for this.
It just slapped on. It was great.
As I hear the end credit song rising, I want to point out, where the fuck is Chad? I introduced to Chad at the end of last episode.
Now this is a medical.
We still don't know quite who he is.
Sorry about this. I kept talking a big game, but then we ran into some pirates, and look at the state we're in now.
Cut it out, brother. It's just a cheap fight some thugs picked with us. That's all.
So what do you think we should do about it?
Well, they might be thugs, but that doesn't mean I want to let them slide.
Yes, same here. Guess it's settled then. It's time to teach all those little punks a lesson about going up against us.
Even the adult in the room agrees. But I can't believe the adult in the room went, oh yeah, the dangerous and suicidal thing you want to do? Yeah, I'm totally down for it.
They're a mercenary organization. They have to live up to their reputation. If they don't live up to their reputation, then their reputation is nothing. And then all pirates will think they can stomp on them.
I guess so. I do disagree, though, when he's like, look at the state we're in. It's like, what, you mean, like, exactly one worker damaged and then the pilot injured but in full recovery? Yeah, like, what a terrible state, right?
Again, I think it's more of a PR thing.
Yeah, that's true, that's true. I think it's just trying to get across to the audience, like, look, the stakes are raising now. We're gonna get there, it's gonna happen,
Yeah,
you're gonna be
sure,
struck.
one guy who has done barely anything so far has gotten hurt but recovering.
Hey, we made fun the entire time, like, they're building him up to kill him, and then they actually pulled the trigger and then put him in the hospital. They pulled through on it.
They've literally put him in the same position already before. You remember the first time he went out in a mobile suit? He was in a crushed up mech and they had to pull him out.
Damn, this kid's gonna be traumatized at some point. He's gonna be, like, claustrophobic. Yeah, this is like the 5th time I've been inside a crushed up mech.
Basically, I'm just saying that he's been here before. This is the first time they've hurt him for it, and he's okay.
But, damn, they really pulled the rug out from under us, though. Like, I was expecting the big fight to be this episode, instead that took up, like, the first 4 minutes, and then it went straight back to recovery mode.
I expected to meet a character named Chad.
Chad's always on the bridge, that's what he told us.
Yeah, he said, you remember me? You seen me on the bridge. Yeah, okay. Why are you telling us your name? You are going to appear, aren't you?
Honestly, it's doing the thing where, in the next time episode stuff, people aren't explaining what's happening. They're just like, yeah, we need to fill like 30 seconds with noise. Here you go.
Yeah, but never before have they been, hi, my name's... You've seen me at...
Hi, I'm Griffin. You see me on OkCupid if you'd like to send a date.
Just saying, it was random and for no reason, and it raised my expectations of meeting Chad and then seeing Chad die.
Yeah. Still, next time, big fight.
Presumably, or it could be finding the people where to fight. Unlike last time, we didn't see any action scenes in the next time.
Now that just means they're hiding it. But they do want to rescue the brother, and probably the other kids that are there. I would imagine. They literally have set up to be in the same position that Tekkadan was, like, episode 1 or 2.
Right.
With literally the same emotional feeling that they'd want to kill their boss and take over.
Except this time their bosses are a lot worse than the Tekkadan bosses.
A lot worse and a lot buffer, too.
Yeah, but, I mean, God. They have gravity in some places, but not in other places, right? You know how hard you have to work to keep that kind of jacked up body in a zero gravity environment?
Yeah, no, that's literally what I was thinking the whole time. It's like, wait, there's no way. This is literally roids at this point. Though, speaking of, so, the blood scene. So he's on the ground, on his back, clearly there by some force of gravity, and then they open the shirt, and then the blood goes upwards where there's no gravity.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They'll be in that same area, right? Because where they keep the mobile suits and the Barbados. In that same room, people will be walking along the walkways, and then somebody will fly down to them from somewhere else.
Yeah, it's not super consistent, but also it's the detail I'm bound to complain the least about. It's like, okay, whatever. That doesn't matter.
I mean, I would understand if it's like some sort of middle space, like if the ship was well, the ship isn't rotating though.
Right. No, I would only call bullshit if, like, suddenly they start having a fight scene in the hangar and they go, yes, I understand the rules of it, and then they just start making a bullshit on the fly to allow stuff to happen. At that point, I'm going to go, okay, you got to tell me what's going on. Until then, they just work there. It's fine. They did the blood thing to emphasize, wait a second, we're in space, by the way.
It didn't have any bearing whatsoever, and they reused the opening jacket thing twice.
Right. Though I guess this is a point to point out, this is why in actual zero-G environments, you usually strap people down to things.
Yeah.
Which
we've already commented about how, I think in previously cut scenes, that we didn't make it there when shit was just floating around, how little shit would get into all, like, anything.
Hey Theta, thanks for inviting me to the zero-G environment. I'm just gonna eat my cornbread and Reuben sandwich here, don't mind me. Oh, can I open this bag of chips?
I mean, this is also the hangar where we're repairing the mobile suits, opening them up and exposing their circuitry and inner workings.
Yeah, this is the perfect place to have my lunch break in space.
Except that we've also seen them have their lunch breaks in there.
Yeah. It's probably not a detail the author thought about, but I could only hope that in-universe they went, wait a second, spaceships need to have these sorts of things and not these sorts of things, and not have food particle matter literally everywhere.
Apparently you can also just select where zero gravity is and isn't.
But we're watching Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans, not The Expanse, so my expectations are vastly different.
Yeah, that's why I'm just focusing on character death and not on the environment, I guess.
Come back next week for Griffin Presents The Expanse, where we go over the air conditioning unit that filters out particles. That's the main episode.
I mean, have you watched The Expanse?
No, I haven't. But as I understand
have-
it, it is hard sci-fi as possible.
I've watched maybe 7 episodes of one season, and there's like 8 seasons.
Oh, damn, that's a lot of Expanse. I didn't
That's
realize.
what I'm saying. There's a lot more of Expanse that I haven't watched than have, and if you haven't watched it.
So I think we could probably go ahead and end it there. So I'm Man Griffin, this is Theta. Not Mustache Guy.
No, I'll be Mustache Guy. We've been saying that for many episodes now, and I'm continued to be Mustache Guy. Man, if only I'd done this stream before all the neck surgery and shit where I had a goatee, I could have been, I don't
Goatee
know.
guy.
Yeah, something else. Cape Baldy.
But this has been Stone Faced Reactions, and we'll catch you next time. See ya. Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stone Faced Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below, and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video, what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?